Hi guys, this is Maha, your English language teacher, IELTS trainer, and self-pip instructor, and welcome to another session of English Show Canada Online. Let's have a chit chat. I'm actually trying to come back to doing these live sessions and hoping that I can get my audience the way it used to be a couple of years ago, until I decided to take a break from this page. So I'm hoping that I would have more of you join me in having the conversations that we used to have, and hoping to meet new people or even meet the obviously the regulars that I had. So if you're watching this and you want to be a part of those classes, one more time, do drop me a message. There are a few things that I had last year. Well, not last year, sorry. A couple of days ago, I posted a video that if you wanted me to if you wanted to practice saying your introduction properly, then you could type in your introduction in one of my videos comments, and I would read it out for you, and then you can practice, your introduction with me. So that is an opportunity for the first 10 people. I've only had one person, or maybe I think I've had one person on my Kitabi page, and then I've had a few on another. So if you are interested in being able to speak or say your introduction, confidently and fluently, then drop it down in the comments below, and I shall read it out for you, and then you can just copy, okay, and read and practice with me. So this is it. I'm going to put this in my description as well. I unfortunately will not be able to take everybody on due to some issues, but whoever I can, I will, hopefully. So I'm hoping to have my regular people come back. Excuse me, that's the fire alarm.
Attention, Waterloo Fire Rescue. We're investigating alarm in Building 1. If you've evacuated, please leave the building. Attention, Waterloo.
All right, sorry about that. That was fire alarm or announcement. So I'm not going anywhere because okay, so I know in Pakistan it is right now 10:30 in the morning, and I have about an hour ish to stay here and chit chat. So if you want to come on, excuse my green screen, it's really funny. I haven't done this for so long and it feels very awkward. So if you want to join in, then do click the link and I shall bring you up only if I can. And then we can have a quick chit chat. I'll get to know you. You can ask me questions. Usually, most of my sessions used to be quite controlled, where I would have a topic and then everybody would talk about it. And we used to have so many people come on to this platform just to chit chat and improve their language. So that's what I'm hoping to start again. It is Ramadan next week, so another 4 or 5 days, and it's going to be Ramadan. So that means that I will have some extra time, especially around midnight my time, 10 o'clock Pakistan time, to to start this. So I'm going to wait here for some time, and while I wait, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the news. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just looking up. Did I close this? No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm just looking up the news and I'm going to share my screen and read the news out for you. How's that? Okay, and I think that's going to be very interesting. So there was a very interesting article I was reading, and I usually like to get up in the morning and, you know, read. And my favorite newspapers, because I lived in Dubai, so my favorite newspapers are the Gulf News and the Khalij Times and the National, and those were the three main newspapers of UAE. So, why is it showing me this way? Okay, well, let's just do it this way. I am going to present the screen. Share screen. Hmm. Okay, there you go. Okay, perfect. So this news is from Khalij Times, the e-paper, and the title is New Policy to Boost Arabic Education in Private Schools. The change will be phased in from September, with phase one covering Arabic language education for children aged 4 to 6. Now, of course, I am not going to be reading the news the way it should be read because I'm using or I'm reading it for the purpose of learning English or teaching English. So I'll read it in a very normal and neutral accent and pace. Okay. So let's begin. All right. Dubai's Knowledge and Human Development Authority, KHDA, has introduced a new policy aimed at enhancing Arabic language education in early childhood education, the authority announced on Friday. The new policy mandates, oh, I can't highlight it. Okay. The new policy mandates Arabic language education for children from birth to 6 years at all private schools and early childhood centers in Dubai. This initiative aims to strengthen the use of Arabic language in schools and society, helping to foster a sense of pride in Emirati culture, language, and heritage. Changes will come into effect from September 2025 for schools that start their academic year in September and April 2026 for schools that start their academic year in April. The change will be phased in from September 2025. With phase one covering Arabic language education for children aged 4 to 6. More phases will be rolled out in the coming years and cover all children from birth to 6 years. According to KHDA, the new policy encourages a play based, inquiry driven approach to Arabic teaching in early years. and requires schools and early childhood centers to offer a variety of language learning models to suit the needs of both native and non native Arabic speakers. Okay, at least you can't see my mouse here. I wanted to check. Okay, at least one third of children's instructional time must include the presence of an Arabic teacher to engage children in interactive and culturally relevant activities. Schools and early childhood centers must also ensure that Arabic teachers have the right qualifications and are supported with professional development to enhance their skills, KHDA added. It advised parents it advised parents must also be encouraged to support their children's language development both at school and at home through resources and strategies that foster Arabic language learning in everyday life. Enhancing Arabic language teaching in early childhood education is part of Lughat al Dad, one of the 28 game changers under the Dubai's Education 33 strategy. Dad is a letter and sound unique to the Arabic language, and Lughat al Dad translates to the language of Dad. Initiatives announced under Lughat al-Dad are aimed at strengthening Arabic language acquisition and nurturing deeper understanding of UAE culture and heritage, KHDA underscored. Arabic is at the heart of the UAE's cultural identity, and it is essential that we instill a love for the language in all our children from the earliest stages of their education by embedding Arabic language learning in early childhood. We ensure that all children, including Emirati, Arab, and non native speakers, can immerse themselves in the language and culture of the UAE, said Fatma Belrahif. Belrahif, CEO of Education Quality Assurance Agency at KHDA. Our goal is not only for Emirati and Arabic speaking children to embrace the language as their mother tongue, but for non native speakers to also experience the richness of the UAE's culture and rich heritage from an early age. This will help them develop a strong connection to the country they're living in as they grow into well rounded individuals who understand and respect the world around them, she added. Meanwhile, KHDA has also updated the requirements for teaching national mandatory subjects, including Arabic, Islamic education, social studies, and moral education from grade 1, year 2, to grade 12, year 13 in Dubai private schools. Updates include increased instructional time and changes in the language of instruction for Islamic education, social studies, and Arabic for Arab students, and updates on UAE social, moral, and cultural studies for non Arab students. Interesting. Let's read this one. Okay. Dubai ruler pays tributes to expat who lived here for 45 years. She loved everyone, and so everyone loved her, he added, sharing a photo of Al Maidani alongside his tribute as he offered prayers for her soul. Al Medani arrived in Dubai along with her husband over the years. She became an integral part of the city's evolving landscape. She witnessed Dubai's transformation into a bustling global city, and her love for the emirate grew alongside it. She became widely known through social media videos in which she shared her admiration for the city and its people, often speaking about the city's development and her connection to its vibrant spirit. But Al Maidani's legacy went beyond her admiration for Dubai. For over 3 decades, she dedicated part of her daily routine to feeding birds and cats at one of Dubai's most cherished locations. Her daily act of kindness, along with her constant positivity, made her a beloved figure in the community and an inspiration to those who knew her or heard about her actions. Her passing leaves a void in the hearts of many, but her memory endures as a symbol of loyalty, compassion, and love for Dubai, the city she called home. A funeral prayer for Hala Ahmed Sahil Al Maidani was offered on Sunday after Dhuhr prayers at the Al Qusais Cemetery Mosque in Dubai. As announced on the Instagram account Janaza underscore UAE. She had no family in the country, and she lived among us. And God took her soul among us. So be her children. She loved everyone, so everyone loved her, the account stated. Al Maidani made several appearances on the public social media account of Muhammad Esthani, where she said, I love Old Dubai and I love New Dubai too. There are people in it that you rarely find. She remarked, It is true that my heart is sick, but my heart carries the love of Dubai. Al Madani also emphasized her belief in humanity, saying, I am a Hashmite Muslim. I do not like it when a person is classified according to a religion. We are, in the end, human beings. Those who knew her have shared fond memories and quotes. You're walking on the road and a car stops you and asks you if you need anything. This does not happen anywhere in the world, but it happens in this good country with good hearts, she once said. Videos featuring Mother Hala often included comments like, She really gives beautiful, positive energy. One touching moment was shared by Alia bin Sultan, who posted an old video of Hala in the hospital, recalling her words in the Emirati dialect. Now, who will feed my cats? They are definitely waiting for me. Walid, a Syrian expat who met Hala in 2004, reminisced about their encounters in Dubai Park, where they practiced yoga. He admired how she interacted with people from all nationalities despite her limited English. I spoke to Hala 2 or 3 times, but she left an impact to the point where I felt extremely shocked when I saw the news of her death, he reflected. Oh, this seems like a very interesting one. Okay. How can tenants negotiate unfair rental hikes in Dubai? A captivating storytelling session through ace photographer's lens. Developers dismiss concerns about slowdown in market. 20% cheaper. Why UAE developers are launching projects in Umm Al Quwain. UAE warehouse rents to rise by up to 10% in 2025. Sharjah property market starts this year on high note. Japan's emperor hopes for peace 80 years after World War II end. Interesting.
Can employees be asked to work during iftar hours?
Okay, let's see this one. Can employees be asked to work during iftar hours? This is a very interesting read. Okay, so let's see what this one says. Okay, question. I run a small company in a free zone in Dubai. Can you list the office related rules I need to follow during the holy month of Ramadan? I may need a couple of staff members to work during iftar hours. What are the rules then? Answer. In the UAE, an employee is entitled to 2 hours of reduced working per day during Ramadan. The law states the the implementing regulation hereof specifies the working hours in Ramadan. Article 15.2 of Cabinet Resolution number 1 of 2022 on the implementation of Federal Decree Law number 33 of 2021 regarding the regulations of employment relations, Cabinet Resolution number 1 of 2022, which states, subject to the provisions of Article 17 of the Decree Law, the regular working hours shall be reduced by 2 hours during the holy month of Ramadan. That's the beauty of living in UAE. If an employee works beyond the regular hours of employment, which are stipulated for the month of Ramadan, such additional time of employment may be considered overtime. For overtime, an employee may receive a pay additional to their regular salary, with at least an increase of 25%. This is in accordance with Article 19.2 of the Employment Law, which states if the work conditions I cannot say this word, necessitate that the employee works for more than the normal working hours, the excess period shall represent overtime, for which the worker shall receive a salary equal to the salary corresponding to the normal working hours, which is calculated according to the basic salary plus an increase of not less than 25% of the salary. Based, okay. Based on the aforementioned provision of the law, you are required to reduce your employees' working hours by 2 hours during Ramadan. As an employer, You are obligated to grant an iftar break to all Muslim employees. However, if you need to have your entity operations continue during iftar breaks hours, you may employ non Muslim employees during this period. Therefore, you may consider either having employees in shifts to fulfill your business requirements, or you may also extend working hours for certain employees by paying them overtime payments, only if they are not in managerial or supervisory designations. Furthermore, as your company is regulated by a free zone, it is advisable to confirm if any specific regulations within your free zone impose additional requirements or guidelines regarding working hours during Ramadan. Okay, so thank you very much. This was a nice session. Not, um, how long was I here for? It actually doesn't say. Oh, only 27 minutes. So that's not bad. Uh, okay, so maybe I should do this regularly, and then even if nobody joins in, I'm okay. So for me to come here, read the news, maybe 2 articles, 3 articles, and what you can do is click on the same news, find it on Google, and then read with me. This will definitely improve your reading, and it would also improve your um, listening and speaking, and also writing. So I would suggest that you watch this video whenever you can, as many times as you can or you want to, and leave a comment below. Tell me if you liked it, and then maybe I can read some stories, read other articles, or anything from maybe a book, a page or two, on a regular basis. So if I don't get people joining here, then at least I've got something to do. So thank you so much for watching English Show Canada. Thank you so much for watching Mahal Kitabi on English Show Canada on the YouTube and the Facebook page. And I shall see you soon. Take care.